at this cover! Look at how cool it is!
Mario Kart Double Dash for the Gamecube is a game I didn't even know existed for a long damn time. I found out about this game about 4 years ago when I was searching through the retro section of my local video game store. I at the time did not own a Gamecube, so I had to find other ways of playing it. Once I got around to it, I played it and had very, very mixed feelings about it. I found it kind of cheap and annoying, but after purchasing it recently and playing it, my opinion has definitely changed. Is it a positive or a negative change? Let's find out. The gameplay of this game changed nearly everything we know about the franchise. Jumping into this, you notice a few things off the bat that have changed. The first one is the amount of characters you can play as. There are plenty more in this game, including newcomers like Daisy, Baby Mario, Baby Luigi, Birdo, Waluigi, Baby Bowser, Koopa Troopa, Paratrooper, and Diddy Kong. It's nice to have that variety when playing these sorts of games because it extends the entertainment value. The next change is the fact that you can change which kart you want to drive around in. Each have their own attribute, which is listed under speed, acceleration, and weight. All the karts have an awesome design to them, except for the karts that Mario and Luigi drive. Not a fan of them, and the same as the karts that Baby Mario and Baby Luigi drive around in. Not a fan at all. I do prefer the old-fashioned go-karts, so that could be it, I'm not completely sure. The next and biggest change is that you drive around with two characters in the kart instead of driving on your own. One character drives and the other calls shotgun on the back and throws items. You can change the position of who drives and who throws items as well. Which brings me to another change. You can now pick up these double item blocks. Once they are picked up, you will receive 2 items that you can pick from. When changing which items you use, it also changes the positions of the characters on the kart. It's a really cool mechanic and makes for a huge amount of fun and action, but it can also result in a bit of rage. When the other drivers do things that you do to them, you will lose your mind, I swear to you. This game looks beautiful, like just absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna be completely honest here. Every track looks awesome, each giving off its own atmosphere of the maps themselves. Some of the most notable tracks have to be DK Mountain, Dino Dino Jungle, Bowser's Castle, and Daisy Cruiser. Even with these
goddamn motherfucking tables! One angry poltergeist haunts this shit down here and I want out!
What? Sea turbulence? Oh, because I'm on a ship.
Where the fuck is Leo at, man? Where the fuck is Leo at? He's got his Oscar, he better show up.
Another incredible thing is the sound design. Every track has its own music and they suit the tracks and sound bloody beautiful. Also notable is when you drift across certain terrain, you can hear what you are sliding on and it is amazing to the ears. The new items in the game are pretty cool. These certain items are exclusive to certain characters though. Mario and Luigi get to throw fireballs, Peach and Daisy use love hearts as protection from other items, Yoshi and Birdo use
giant motherfucking eggs to fuck motherfuckers the fuck up!
Baby Mario and Baby Luigi use a Chomp Chomp to knock out enemies and move ahead faster. Very similar to the bullet bills from Mario Kart Wii. Koopa and Para use the 3 amounts of green and red shells that are a regular thing for the previous games, but for some reason in this one, they made it special, which is kind of frustrating. DK and Diddy use
a giant motherfucking banana peel to fuck motherfuckers the fuck up!
Bowser and Baby Bowser use
a giant motherfucking shell to fuck motherfuckers the fuck up!
And finally, Wario and Waluigi use a bomb, which barely works unfortunately. Well, at least I couldn't get it to work. Another fun little add-on is when you move close to another kart, you can see both the characters that are riding a shotgun hit each other, which in that results in some domestic abuse and some child abuse for good measure. The layout in this game is basically the same as Mario Kart 64, basically. But this time around, the item box is up to the left-hand side of the screen, next to the new position of the race car position. Down underneath the character positions is where the lap number is now. And to the right-hand side is the lap time, the map, and underneath that is the speedometer. All I can say is the gameplay is pure, beautiful, and quite possibly the best experience I've had with a Mario Kart game. No more. No more of the slippery controls that we've had to deal with for the previous games. Finally, they got the controls right, and luckily these controls stay with the rest of the series. And just to add, I must say the GameCube controller has to be my favourite controller Nintendo ever made. When going around corners, it feels nice and tight, and you don't get that feeling that you're going to slip out, and you can also drift around with no worries whatsoever. One thing that I can say as a problem is that the controls have changed a little bit from the previous games. To use an item, you no longer press any of the back buttons, which I'm used to pressing Z on the N64 controller, but now it's been mapped to the X button on the controller, which is just to the right of the A button. Other than that, everything is basically the same, and I have no complaints about the controls at all. They are pretty damn good. This is a quite well-balanced game for the most part, but it does have its little problems though, but we'll get into that soon. Each time you go up a difficulty, it doesn't feel overly ridiculous. On 50cc, you have the same feel that you do in Mario Kart 64. You won't be trailing ahead for too long because someone will sneak up behind you and try to get around you. But unless you are really bad at these games, you should be perfectly fine. On 100cc, you will be chilling out around 2nd and 3rd for a lot of the race, but without any doubt, you should be able to manage to get in the first place. Providing you don't get fucked up by all the items these motherfuckers will shoot at you. I must say, on that note, this game is cheap. Well, not really, it was quite expensive, but it can be quite cheap at times within the game itself, which might result in you wanting to throw your controller. And finally, 150cc is a little more cheap, and honestly, you are going to need some help to finish it on this difficulty. I mean, you need to pray to the holy Shigeru Miyamoto to help you with this. Pray like you've never prayed before. I don't care if you're religious, you are praying to Shigeru Miyamoto. Do it. Oh my goodness, what can I say about this track? Honestly, I don't know. I'm speechless. The track design looks beautiful. You can see the nightlife of a beautifully lit city down below, the amazing look of the rainbow track you race on, and everything in the sky is incredible. I'm honestly speechless, so I'm just gonna let you listen and watch some footage to take in how great this track is. This again might be one of my favorite Rainbow Road tracks ever. This game looks so beautiful and the difficulty is well balanced. The extras are a well needed thing for the series and add an extension. And the certain maps in this game feel great to race on. The sound design is incredible and Rainbow Road is absolutely beautiful. The game can be a little cheap at times, but there are really no negatives that I can point out. If I'm being completely honest, I have really no complaints about this game at all. I absolutely love this game so freaking much. It's a blast to play, and not to mention the many additions, including land play. I'm giving this game the greatest score I've ever given, which is a 5 out of 5. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you did enjoy this review, and if you did, please subscribe and stay tuned in the future for more reviews on this channel. Anyway guys, peace out.